Hey folks, my name is Chris Wessel. Today we're going to be tying a pattern called the Devon's Delight. This pattern was created by Fred Ryan, who has since passed away. Fred was a co-worker of mine and somewhat of a mentor as well. This fly is excellent on the Bay St. George rivers in western Newfoundland, and I've used it in other places with really good luck as well. So without further ado, let's get on into it. Alright, we're going to start off here with our Sprite low water hook for these. Kind of like these hooks quite a bit, to be honest. We're going to use a size 6 today. We're going to start with some black thread up near the head. And let's just bring that back. We're going to go, as usual, towards the hook point. And I kind of just use that as a measurement every time just to keep my consistency. So if they're all tied to that hook point, I know that they're roughly all going to have the same proportions after that. Alright, now we're going to start with extra small Vivus oval in gold. Three to four wraps on a size 6 would be plenty for this. I think we'll go 4. So as I was saying in the intro, this fly was created by Fred Ryan and he named it after his son Devon. And I'm sure Mr. Ryan had more than this fly as a creation, but this one is kind of the one that stood out as the money fly. This one was and still is an excellent fly on Bay St. George rivers, and we've also found it pretty successful up in the main river area in White Bay. It's a nice bright fly, so any kind of dark colored water it does really well in. Early season salmon really seem to like this in a size 8, and we've had good success for late season salmon on size 12s when they're getting a little bit picky. So I'm using yellow Glow Bright for the butt on this. And we're just pulling that over to protect our butt, and we call that hooding the butt. Okay, now we're going to grab some golden pheasant crest. To which I'm getting low on. I need to restock soon. Fred was the kind of guy that, well, he was a guy I looked up to when I first came on at work. He was the kind of guy that would just light a room up with his smile, and he had the sense of humor to back it up. So the next part is some black herl. And I never do well with black herl, so be prepared for me to break this several times before it works for me. Freddie actually passed away while salmon fishing from a heart attack, unfortunately. And he had somebody there to go out and get help, but it was too late. I think there's something that can be said about if you're gonna go, maybe being on a river is not the worst place. And there we go. River is probably not the worst place on earth for it to happen for us diehards. This is going to be the most brittle herl on earth. And I hate this stuff. Come on, Give me one more turn. Oh, saved. All right. That crest is not doing what I want it to do at all. A little bit better. All right. Let's get that locked in. We're going to we're going to throw in some size small gold oval now. It's been a pattern I wanted to do for a long time, but Freddie's brother, who actually a lot of you probably know, he frequents a lot of our Facebook forums here. He lives in BC. His name's Jim Ryan, but he ties a lot of salmon flies. We both have different versions of what we thought was the original, and I'll have to kind of go what he's saying, considering he was Fred's brother. So there's a couple things that I've had to change in this that I normally wouldn't have. So just to be on the safe side, we'll call this a Devin's Delight variant. And we're just using some chartreuse uni now. Clip that off. Alright, we're going to bring our oval rib up through now, and again that was size small gold. And you're looking to get 5 wraps out of that. I'll check on your side. Yeah, it'll be alright by the time I'm done there. Alright, so one of the cool parts about this fly is that it has 2 different colors in the throat. We're going to start off with an orange first and then overlay with yellow. I used to do red, but that was one of the things that myself and Jim were talking about, and Jim was pretty confident it was orange, so I can't argue with it. But I've also done good with the red, as that's all I've ever tied. Alright, we're going to go with some yellow now. It's funny, on your side it looks the same on both. I could have put some more orange in there. I'll fix that up near the end. So like all good Newfoundland wet fly patterns, this is going to have moose wing. And some tires like to use a lot of moose. I tend to lean towards a more sparse wing with moose. where it's such a coarse hair. And just straighten that up in the stacker. And we're going to measure that up right about there. And I'm just going to bring 1 or 2 wraps around, check it out, make sure I'm happy with it. Yep, that's how I would like that. And then I'm going to lock it in with a little bit of this Crazy Glue Loctite. Really don't tie wet flies very often anymore, so it's feeling pretty foreign to me lately. And just gonna whip finish. And there you have it, folks. That is the Devon's Delight. To reiterate, this is an awesome fly pattern on Bay St. George rivers and also pretty much any river on the West Coast, I'm sure. Thank you all for stopping by. Thanks for joining me, especially tying this fly that means so much to me and to some of my other co-workers and friends. Special shout out to Jim Ryan for helping out with this. And yeah, thanks for popping by again. Have a good day.